Good day to everybody. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here in this video. We're talking that nice 3 points last night, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking that nice 3 points, Concacaf Nations League action involving the Jamaica Reggae Boyz. Jamaica coming out 3-2 victors over Haiti in the return leg that was played in Trinidad. Obviously couldn't be played in Haiti for obvious reasons. And, it was a decent showing from the Jamaica Reggae Boyz last night. I'm not going to lie to you people. It was a decent showing, a nice little 3 points. Seeing a nice little performance from the Jamaica Reggae Boyz all are gone. Jamaica booked their spot into the next round. Well, we booked our spot in the next round from before last night's game, but, we have been confirmed as top in the group. We'll either play Costa Rica or Canada in the next round. Poor Haiti. Haiti, have been relegated to the Concacaf Nations League B, so they have been booted from Concacaf Nations League A. In my preview, I was asking the question, how would Haiti approach this game? Because they were in a particularly dicey scenario. They could progress to the next round, or they could be relegated to the Nations League B. So it was a dicey scenario for them, and I was wondering if they would be more conservative, or they would be more assertive, and basically come at us, and that's exactly what they did. They came at us and tried to go toe to toe with us in last night's game. Last night's game was a very high intensity game, ladies and gentlemen. Very high intensity. As a matter of fact, from an intensity standpoint, it was one of the most intense games I've seen from the Jamaica Reggae Boyz in quite some time. It was a very entertaining watch, I must say, a very entertaining watch. It was a business-like performance from the Jamaica Reggae Boyz last night. Everybody working for each other. It was a workman-like performance from the Jamaica Reggae Boyz last night. Defensively solid for the most part. Just some momentary lapses, two in particular that led to us unfortunately conceding. But to be fair, for the most part in the game, the team was defensively sound and defended well as a unit for the most part. One must add, this is kind of encouraging and not so encouraging. We conceded to Haiti relatively early in the game, and that has happened a bit in recent times, conceding early goals, especially to Haiti, we saw in the first leg, but it's always encouraging when we can concede early goals and still fight back and get back in the game and win the game. That says a lot about team spirit, ladies and gentlemen. That says a lot about the camaraderie of the group and, the self-belief that the team has, so that's very encouraging to see the boys concede early and get back in the game. We conceded the first goal and ended up winning the game 3-2. This must be said. It must be stated. This must be stated. It's very important to note. We keep on conceding the same type of goal over and over and over and over again. You can almost predict how the Reggae Boyz are going to concede goals. And that's an issue that needs to be addressed. Heimir Hallgrimmson, seeing you're going to get some beating for that. Is work being done to address this? I mean, I'm sure it is, but we keep on conceding the same type of goal. We talked about the defending counterattacks in the preview. We spoke about it in the preview that I did before the match. We spoke also about when the ball gets into wide scenarios, the ball watching, seeing the poor marking, the poor tracking. Whenever the ball gets into wide areas, the poor marking, poor tracking, the ball watching from our defenders. Forward, splitting the defenders, especially the two center backs. When defense get caught out, we concede. We have been conceding goals like that for quite some time now, Gaffer. If not some of those characteristics, all of those characteristics we have seen in many goals that we have conceded in recent times. And in the first goal we conceded, All of those characteristics were in play. Counter attack, ball out wide, ball watching, poor marking, poor tracking, poor communication, poor organization, forward splitting the two centre backs. It's ridiculous now. We have to do something about this, ladies and gentlemen. We keep on conceding the same type of goal over and over. It needs to stop. Seriously, it'll get out of hand now, Gaffer. It needs to stop. Seeing with and especially most of these attacks also, for the most part, come down our right hand side. And again, this attack with the counter attack with the poacher, it came down the right hand side. Seriously, this needs to stop. This needs to stop. This needs to stop. Seeing, we have also seen in games where we create a number of chances, as we did in this game. That's a good thing. Big plus, by the way. You know, to perform that well against a team as good as Haiti relative to Concacaf, and you know, to create that many chances. And we created a lot of chances, but we're also seeing games like that where the finishing and the decision making where end product is concerned and the quality of the end product sometimes is a bit it's a bit off. I we saw that in the game last night. To be fair, we could have had more goals than what we scored last night. You know, so that's something that we also need to work on. I mean, it improved slightly. You know, it improved slightly, but you know, we definitely need to be better in games where we create a number of chances. In my humble opinion, we had an okay first half. We had an okay first half, you know, minus the goal we conceded and minus the right-hand side of our attack. You know, the right-hand side of our team going forward in particular. Whisper and Bailey, but especially Whisper. You know, I think Whisper was making it harder for Bailey to get into the game, right? You know, Whisper is a baller. We know that. Phenomenal talent, right? And he has shown to me personally that he is up to the required levels from a technical ability standpoint when he gets on the ball. However, the issue of his movement and the issue of his decision making from time to time rears its ugly head. Those key attributes need to improve. And he's young. You know, that you know, obviously it will get better. But right now, it sometimes poses a problem for the national team, even in games where he plays well. Even in games where he plays well, ladies and gentlemen. Especially the movement is an issue. It's off the ball movement. You know, it has reared its ugly head in the past, ladies and gentlemen. And because of this, Whisper struggled to get in the game, and attacks down our right-hand side were breaking down. The role that Dujan Whisper Richards had in this game required a lot of sharp off-the-ball movement and good positional play. And it so happens that this is Dujan Whisper Richards' weakness. It is, in my humble opinion, it's the biggest weakness I've seen in his game. And because of that, he struggled where that was concerned. And because of that, the right-hand side of our team going forward, in my humble opinion, wasn't performing up to the required standard, especially relatively speaking to the left-hand side of our team. Ladies and gentlemen, okay first half. Is it the second half, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, the Reggae Boyz went into another gear, went up another level. I don't know where Heimir, I keep calling him Heimir Hallgrimmson. That's how it's pronounced. I don't know what I'm said to the boys them at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. The boys went up another level, another notch, another gear in the second half that Haiti could not match. People, the first half was okay. The second half, the Reggae Boyz at times in the second half was touching the heights. Greater intensity. Things just started to click. the Reggae Boyz at times, ladies and gentlemen, in the second half was touching the heights. Great substitution, taking off Whisper for and bringing on Shamar Nicholson. That had a big impact on the game, moving Leon Bailey out wide right. You know, we started moving the ball very quickly. I mean, we were moving it quickly in the first half, but the second half, ladies and gentlemen, we were zipping it. At times, we were zipping it. The quick transitional play, we were moving the ball through very quickly throughout the respective thirds. The quick transitional play was killing Haiti. There was times where they were trying to get close to us, they couldn't touch us. That second half was one of the best. As a matter of fact, that second half is probably the best half of football I have seen from the Reggae Boyz under Heimir Hallgrimmson. It is definitely in the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, the players, like all the players on the pitch in the second half, raised their game. Some of them were doing very well in the first half, others okay. For the most part, they were doing well, but they just took it to another level in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody was just buzzing in the second half. Everybody was just buzzing. Everybody was just balling. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikel Antonio was immaculate. That is probably arguably the best game I've seen from Mikel Antonio in a Reggae Boyz kit. It's definitely right up there with the America game where he scored that wonder goal out at the National Stadium. He played well in that game, plus the goal was the icing on the cake. It was the icing on the cake. Even though he didn't score in this game, he performed very, very, very well. Mikel Antonio was immaculate, ladies and gentlemen, with sharp, delicate touches and turns. Mikel Antonio was immaculate. Bailey had some great moments. This was one of the better games I've seen from Leon Bailey. Never, wasn't as involved in the game as he should have been in the first half, for reasons aforementioned, but really stepped up and got more involved, got more on the ball in the second half. And frankly speaking, for the most part, ball. There was one play, however, Omega beat Bailey for. When him dash to the youth on the touchline, seen and dash for the next one, when him a drive to the box, At that point in time, you play the ball centrally to Mikel to score. Why are you going to goal for yourself? Sometimes, Bailey, your selfishness is an issue. That should have been the 4. But for the most part, Bailey had great moments. Same for Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray is becoming Mr. Dependable, Mr. Reliable. People, the youth are just always turn up for Jamaica, Even when he doesn't have the greatest performance, the net always a bulge. Honestly, right now, the team kind of build around Demarai Gray to a certain extent, Demarai Gray is a blessing to a national program, ladies and gentlemen. A blessing. Boza had a big impact in the second half. Boza played well. Boza is a decent player, people. We need to put some respect on Boza's name, The problem with Boza is when Boza gets to the final third, he does tend to be wasteful. Give him some props, though. He has been scoring for Jamaica as of late, had a decent goal in this game. Big impact off the bench. Latibo Deer played well as well in the middle of the park. I know people have been cussing, say, Latibo Deer enough in the midfield. The best thing the gaffer can find for playing in a midfield right now. DJ as well. DJ Ball too, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Ball. Everybody just performed at a very high level for the most part, ladies and gentlemen. It was a very good performance. The counter pressing in the second half as well really helped the boys to get the upper hand. The counter pressing in the second half at times was stifling the Asians. The counter pressing from the team as a unit, retrieving the ball as soon as we lost it, retrieving it in higher positions up the pitch. Brilliant, man. Brilliant from the boys. Brilliant. See? All right. I'm going to give you guys the starting 11 that we played, the subs, and also the stats. We played a 4-4-2, very flexible 4-4-2. A lot of the times we also saw the wide midfielders, moving inside, and the, fullbacks making, getting advanced, committing number. It was a 4-4-2 that, committed numbers to attack, and, there was a balance where that was concerned. Very flexible 4-4-2, goalkeeper Andre Blake, right back Dexter Limbikisa, centre backs Damian Lowe and Deshaun Bernard. Bernard was left centre back, Lowe was right centre back. Greg Lay left back, Joel Latibodier and Daniel Johnson the pivots. Richards was on the right, Dejan, and the left was Demarai Gray, and the front two was Leon Bailey and Mikel Antonio. The substitutes, Michael Hector, Demario Phillips, Shamar Nicholson came on at the start of the second half. Michael Hector came on in the latter stages after we conceded that second goal to help to shore up things with a back three. Kieran Anderson came on in the last 10 minutes. Joshua Anglin came on very late in the game as well. If memory serves me right, he came on very late, probably in extra time if memory serves me right. The stats from this particular game: total shots for Jamaica 18, total shots 11 for Haiti, 6 on target from the Reggae Boyz. That could have been better. 4 on target for Haiti, 46% possession to Jamaica to 54% possession to Haiti. It did feel like we had more possession in this game, though. It felt that way because we did a lot with our possession. Seeing the transitional play, we were just zipping it through the respective thirds, right? 349 passes to Jamaica, 403 passes to Haiti, 73% passing accuracy to Jamaica, 78% to Haiti. I think especially in the first half, the passes as well could have been a bit better, more connectivity. 15 fouls Jamaica, 18 to Haiti. 1 yellow card for Jamaica, 3 to Haiti. No red cards. 2 offsides for Jamaica, 1 for Haiti. 6 corners for Jamaica, 3 for Haiti. Decent performance from the Jamaica Reggae Boyz. A nice 3 points. A nice 3 points for the Jamaica Reggae Boyz. We look to see who we play in the quarterfinals. We wish the Reggae Boyz all the best going forward. We are very pleased with the performance last night. Yes, things can improve, but, we can't act like the boys never gave a good account of themselves last night. See, knock up the like button, subscribe, and share. Free and easy ways to support the Formula Sports channel. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and until next time.